Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then. Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Louisa's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of the area, the ones holding the keys, have seen they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option? Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so,
We mean to attack. A short decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we need not fare so well.
Yes.
Louisa's subordinates have attained their ranks through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation may still be on the table. Well, we still gotta take
We have to
precautions.
prepare first.
We need to be as prepared as we can be before attempting this.
Yeah.
Right, the new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties in the lake, or we may end up over our heads. Operation: infiltrating short decisive battles. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You will need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. All of the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical, gather information about them in town, and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then,
Maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant? Who knows, he might have a weakness we can exploit. Well then, before we can secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. Oh, we got a lot to do then. Welcome back, ladies and gents. The name's Grimm, and today, we finally start our next operation. So, first on the agenda is actually something very close by. Let's start though. Infiltrate the Charities. The infiltration route must be secured, so Louisa's room can be accessed on the day of the soiree. If I seal the curse formula, the printed curse can be lifted. Ooh, a 5. Is that star? I'll just say 5 out of 10 star difficulty. Things are really ramping up now. Operation Infiltrate the Charities. A mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms. Do not go in when there are thunderstorms about. An inclement weather condition may occur around Brilehaven. Meet with your allies in Warship Harbor to infiltrate Louis the Gauntlet Runner. Like I said, it was like the walking up to a dungeon. The interior Louis the Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas: crew quarters, starboard corridor, port corridor, and the bridge. You'll need to attain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget, you need to gain access to Louisa's quarters by the day of soiree. Louisa Gauntlet Runner, huh? So an interesting thing about this mission, we got 20 days for it, so this is the longest one we had so far. In my opinion, it's also the easiest one in the game, so that'll be fun. But also, we have to wait until the day of the soiree.
alright.
So we have 20 days to not only prepare ourselves, but to hang out with our allies without worrying about, getting soiree done for. I think you still need to do the infiltration round, then you can hang out with your friends. But point is, we don't have too much of a rush right now, so I just think that's great. It's a bit more chill now. Anyways, talk to Julian. Talk to Julian, trust me. Let's get in Sanctus Johanna. The Sanctus Church failed to see what issues are truly pertinent. It is a true intellectual creatures that should be protected. The talentless being slaughtered by humans is hardly important. And you're not talentless? Small wonder that fools like you are ignorant to the true nature of talent. Incidentally, are you literate? I find ignorance tremendously vexing, so here, I shall bestow this gift upon you. I received a magical future from Julian. This is a book from Julian, huh? He wrote it? Well, at the end of the day, it's still a book. Why not read the runner when you're free? That's right! Julian gives you one of the only missable book in the game. Every other book you get when a new party member joins the crew, they'll just add it to the little library area. However, Julian has one you can miss, and there is an achievement in the game for reading all the books. So please do that. Preferably at the end of July. At the beginning of August, he can be a bit sporadic in when he spawns, and if you don't get the book before August 13th when you leave town, you cannot get the book. It really is missable, and you want to be careful about it. But once you get it, hey, you're good to go. You look worried, lady. At this rate, they'll surely die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children? Wait, sorry. Blood and children? Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an Elderboard exhibition. One that looked to be the same age as... Okay, they say that you've been traveling across the country, helping all those in need. If that's true, then may I ask you for their aid as well? During the training exercise, the city guard corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially amongst the younger recruits. I need a special medicine to save them, but the shop stocks are exhausted, and I can't make it myself as it requires ingredients found only within a monster-infested forest. I'll get them. You'll do it! Truly! I can't thank you enough! The medicine derived from a fruit called the dragon thistleberry. I hear it grows in the Gracia forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters that inhabit the place first. An informant may know more.
If you can help.
One dragon thistleberry isn't going to be enough to save everyone, so I'll need 7. I know it'll be difficult, but lives depend on it.
Let's give it a shot.
Even though it sounds like the soldiers will die pretty quickly, there is no deadline for this. But I would feel guilty making wait too long, so maybe we'll do this first. I'll need to check everything else, though. Anyways, Soldier Solace. I need 7 samples of Dragon Thistleberry, which grows in Gracia Forest, to help make medicine. The informant at the tavern, the Anglers in Square, should know more about this forest. And you get Dragon Blood Sap. You'll want to do this quest, trust me. And 30,000 reef. Whoo!
Whoa.
This must be the Gracia Forest. There should be a place to park the runner between the trees.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Perfect. Oh, ooh, we got a lot of runners.
I smell.
There's a
Let's see.
Okay, anyways, sorry, I got distracted.
And there's.
We're gonna be running around everywhere.
well,
Okay.
mate.
Oh, by the way, I have a bone to pick
Well met.
with you. Why are there roaches everywhere?
What's the exhibition on? The other end are full of revelers. All that car housing or yelling. It must be impossible to get any rest. It's nice and quiet here, isn't it? So quiet you could hear a pin drop. We're a unique little inn in that respect. Sleep well. Sleep very, very well.
I feel like my organs are gonna be harvested in the night, but no, he's a nice guy. It's not gonna do anything to us, but still doesn't feel great. Anyways, over here, you can talk with a sanctor to learn more about their religion. I believe she'll tell you, like, basically Bible tales, essentially, and that raises your imagination, if I remember correctly. This man is... I can't tell what tribe he is. Basically, one of the poor people in the area, or the people facing more prejudice. He probably has one of the lower tribes on him, so talk to him, you'll earn more understanding. Over here, this is a really fun one. You can watch the town from the top of the watchtower, that'll let you, and that will raise your wisdom. That's a really fun one. At least it's nice to see the whole town from out there. Now they're riding a sword, isn't he? Okay, I believe there's one more. Okay, not here, but across the river. So, let's go take one of the boats down to the Nightprowler.
What am I gonna do? Grand.
Oh, the scryer. You're still complaining about work? Oh, right. I had to reload. Don't ask.
What's up?
I had to pop by the Warship Harbor for work earlier, and the place was crawling with Louisa's soldiers. I was terrified at first. But then I overheard them talking, and they were just complaining about their job like any of us would. Say about that senile little bastard, that kind of thing. Makes you think, oh, they're people too, aren't they? An interesting thing to always consider. God, the way the mind works, it always either victimizes or villainizes one side or the other. And that's why so many people just... Or that's why whenever there's like two sides of something, they always like despise each other because they villainize each other. Luisa's men, well, they're still not on the good side. But they're still people at the end of the day. They're still doing work to provide for themselves. That must always be remembered, but that doesn't mean they're not guiltless in all this, and it doesn't mean they're not, you know, kind of shitty people. But it depends on, it's all on an individual basis, you know what I mean? Anyways, what is it, my friend? Alexander, what a pleasure, but why the face you're looking at me as I'm a stranger?
But you did the Nightprowler. I'm its founder. Even if this is our first time meeting in flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend. Red flag, but okay. Back off, little man. You're moving out fast. What do you even want with us? Like, literally, it's just like, that's the definition of, ooh, I want something from you. Well, I'm hoping we could negotiate on my behalf so I could get my deed back. Sure, act like I had to offer it as collateral on a loan, but even after paying the creditor off, I haven't been able to get it back in my hands. The man in question is a respected Ishka noble, whereas I'm but a humble precipice entrepreneur, and I can count on the law backing me. But he won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness, even though I'm an elder. Okay. That's the kind of man he is. And of course, you'll be compensated for your success. I've got some unusual armor I think you'll find quite useful. Yeah, sure. That sounds interesting. Ah, listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, blood sport. I doubt he's watching a fight as he speaks. He's an Ishka fellow, positively dripping with disdain for us common folk. Can't miss him, I'm sure. I'll be waiting here. You just let me know when you've got your hands on the deed.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, pretty easy mission. Deeds and diversion. I need to negotiate and retrieve the deed taken as loan collateral. The nobleman creditor might be at the Mareno Coliseum in Arenafront Wharf. Assistant, please stop blocking the screen. Here, you get pet. Wait a minute. So we're looking for a pompous issue, huh? One who enjoys watching fights? You thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, probably at the Coliseum. I just realized. If it loads. Where is it? Right here. He's giving us a chef's tope. Basically a chef's hat. Like, oh yeah, this is an interesting piece of armor. Sure, buddy, sure. Well, since we haven't visited the Arenafront Wharf yet, why don't we head on over there? Alright, so now that we are in the Arena District. Ooh, that's very fun. Oh, damn it.
Was that?
Do you hear that? Sounds like someone's in pain. Sounds like it. Oh, look at that. Oh, I really did it overdid it this time. Hey, you there? You don't happen to have a medicinal herb on hand, do you? Got my arse kicking the Coliseum. Hey, he's in pretty rough shape. The medicinal herb would go a long way. You have 21 on hand. Why don't you give him one? Sure, why not?
Bless you.
Oh, thank heavens. You just became my best friend. Well, that's kind of depressing. Still hurts a little, but it's alright now. Thanks for the small miracle. No one else was willing to even come help me, though I was suffering. You're the only one, so please take this reward. Briny threads and tail bait. Even though he was clearly in a lot of pain, no one at the Coliseum paid him any attention. I'm glad we helped. Me too. No, that wasn't the same one for Grand Trad. Or was it? Yeah, that's kind of tribalist to say since they were both parapets at the time. Alright, well anyways, over here in the corner.
What is it?
Come talk to the brewer. What's your problem, kid? Quit standing. Come back when you're old enough to buy. Hold on. You're the candidate everyone's been talking about. From the exhibition. Your face stuck in my memory. Strange thing, a kid like you in the race. How rude. What do you mean? We have to be old enough? What are you even selling? Well, I'm the most famous brewer in town. They call my house special the miraculous mead. So good, it'll put years on your lifespan. Sounds like good stuff. Huh. But Alexander needs a few more years before he can drink. So we'll see you around. Hold on there. I saw you captured everyone's eye in the exhibition. I gamble on that being skill, not chance. So I got a task I need help with. I'm looking for something, see? If you find it, I'll give you some of my brew. Sell it, drink it. Either way, you'll get something out of it. Right. I'll throw him a little extra too. Hell, if you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign openly. Can't imagine a kid could do what I couldn't, but what do you say? Alright, what do you need? Oh, you sound confident enough. Right then, it's a deal. This cup I'm looking for is called the Chalice of Legends. The way I hear it, everyone who ever owned that cup died under mysterious circumstances, but by now nobody can say if the cup even existed. And that's the great question. A cup that kills the owner, and a brew that extends life. Take a sip, and which legend wins?
Let's give it a shot.
Interesting. The chalice versus the brew. Locate the chalice of legends and deliver it to the requester. It says a 1 out of 10 difficulty, but that's because the easy part is bringing it to him. The hard part is finding it, which you'll see how to, and it is available today. You're awfully casual about a gamble that might get you killed. Well, any clues on where the chalice of legends is? Well, if you believe the rumors, the ghost of his last owner still refuses to let it out of his grasp. Some folks report being attacked by that same ghost, not that I've been able to find him myself. But you're a candidate, eh? Going up and down the countryside and outrun a yard. You've seen your fair share of monsters and secrets. About a bounty. Oh, that makes sense. It's already been attacking people. There might have been a bill to take it out.
Yeah.
Let's head to the recruitment center to see if there's any information on the bounty. So basically, we get double reward for taking down a certain bounty at the recruitment center. Oh, that goddamn, it's Godot. Or Godot. Oh, it's not embarrassing that I mistake him. It's embarrassing that I confused him for Godot. That's how obnoxious he is. Mr. Godot, what do you think about the sanctuary's crimes which were brought to light in the exhibition?
Fools.
Those are the sins of a woman, and no bearing on the crown theocracy as a whole. Sadly, her actions have fueled those who have eroded holy authority. John, the mistakes have been costly to the theocracy. Interesting. After I collect my reward from the Colosseum, I'll treat you all to a stonking great meal. That's our captain, a real man among men you are. Entering the Colosseum is what makes a real sailor, is the Oceano way of to impress someone. A true sailor fights in the Colosseum. Yes, if you say so. Dapper spectator. I say, old chap, who do you take your fancy on today? I believe I shall play it safe and play my wager on the monsters. Oh, I take a punt on the Parapet Fighter as a long shot if he dies, well, and that'll be his own amusement. Oh, indeed, I'm sure I'd enjoy that as well. The beats are more entertaining when they've gone mad with bloodlust. Y'all are fucked. What's that Ujeef doing? Yeah, whatever. So, later today, we're gonna be running around town grabbing all the golden beetles in the evening. But if you're curious on what we've been collecting golden beetles for, hey look, this guy seems interested in beetles. Oh, I do believe I've seen your face from somewhere. Huh? Wait a minute, you're the old man who's in the giant sandwich stomach. None other. Why are you here? No, why are you here?
Truth be told.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, this fight's actually pretty light. Assistant. Oh, I intended for that one's belly to be my final resting place, but after running to you young grubs, I long to see the outside world again. I gave the worm a little poke with magic to loosen up his belly. From there, why, it was no trouble at all. So, you got out the same way we did. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. But neither here nor there. Tell me, you haven't seen any glowing beetles around, have you? They're strange and wondrous insects, luminescent with the golden light of Magla. If you do have any, I'm sure I'd like to take them off your hands.
Look at this.
Glowing bug? I feel like we captured at least one. This is it. A genuine gold beetle. I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take this. Arcane Dragon Blood. Remember the lady who asked us to get medicine for the soldiers and like, oh, she's offering us dragon blood? That refills the, it's either all the MP for one ally or all MP for the whole party, 1 to 2. This heals all HP and all MP for the entire party. And you just need 1 golden beetle for it. What's he gonna give us that we give him more, you know what I mean? Arcane that dragon blood restore the magla that surrounds your body. Maybe you'll find a use for it yet.
This.
Wow, that's incredible. Like, you sure you want to exchange it for a worthless bug? Just who are you? I'm but an old man with a passion for insects. I only ended up in this warm stomach via that because I was just too absorbed in catching specimen to notice my surroundings. You're traveling all about the country, aren't you? And find more golden beetles. Could you bring them to me? I hear that familiar chitter. Give them a quick area look. Collect 12 of them for me, and I'll give you this Venomord chart next.
All good.
Assistant, give me 5 minutes, damn. I mean, sure. If we find any more gold beetles along the way, we'll come see you again. collecting golden beetles. The gold beetles you acquire can be exchanged for secret treasures. I target the elderly entomophile in Brilehaven. The more golden beetles you collect, the better the item you'll receive. You look out for golden beetles wherever you go. But if you're wondering what entomophile means, that's literally just he's obsessed with bugs. I believe I am one short. Ah, I see you return. Have you any golden beetles for me?
Hey there.
Shit. Sorry. my assistant going a bit, has some zoomies at the back, that's why he wants to get out. Anyways, here's some more golden beetles. Oh, let's see how many. Oh, you don't have quite enough. If you collect more, it says perhaps one will do. Yeah, I am at 11 right now. I'll give you this Venomorb charm. I'll give you your golden beetles back to you. You collect a total 11. Come back and see me. So we gave him one, and we have 10 more since we had 11. If we collect the one over there, we'll have 12, but I'd rather collect all the golden beetles once today in the evening so that it's an easier guide to follow. Perfect. Now that we are in the Colosseum, it appears there's a Ishkan noble that we were told about, so why don't we go talk to him? Not merely a low-life urchin, but a grubby low elder besides. I have no words to waste on your kind out of my sight. Sounds like we found our pompous Ishia. This guy got the deed we're looking for. They won't even give us a second glance. I have to think of something to catch his attention. You know me, I trust. I've seen you before. You're the candidate who's author at the noble's head of the exhibition. Elder or not, I can respect such sophisticated tactics. Go on, then I'll hear you out. As you can imagine, I'll be busy watching the fight, and nothing more worthy of my attention. I can't be bothered.
What do you want to do?
What's our move? Bring up the deed or try a different topic? It's like a tawdy arena, this. I beg your pardon. You mock the sublime artful fights? I prefer real fights. I see. As about the art candidate, no doubt you've been to many distant lands, fought strange and skillful opponents. I confess I'm intrigued. Might hear of these adventures.
Amazing.
Got him on the hook! But what story do we tell him? Let's see, ever tasted a giant sandworm? Why ever would I want to?
Hang on.
Come on, don't gross him out. We got his attention. We need a real showstopper to get him on our side. Though I guess it's not like I could think of anything. That's all, is it? Go back when you actually accomplished something worthwhile. If you visit the legendary tower north of the city, for instance. Oh, a legendary tower. Think they form it and we know something about it? Looks like we got another quest. By the way, originally, funny story. So, we'll check it out another day, but you can actually participate in the Colosseum to raise courage and for pretty damn good rewards. It takes up time though, so I don't know if I'll really do it today. However, originally I thought, oh, he's obsessed with fights. I gotta do a couple fights. I did a couple fights. I come back. He didn't care at all. And then I finally realized, oh, there's other dialogue options. It wasn't a decline one. I mean, hey, I ranked up my courage with it, so I wasn't complaining, but still.
A minute.
Listen. Just move like we practicing to win. This may be your first monster, but that doesn't matter. A paltry task. No monster's a match for me. Woo! That's the spirit. This is the birth of the new Brawler King. Now get out there. Brawler King. I'll show you, Brawler King. Alright. Well, that's just about it for the Arena District.
All right then.
Now, I do want to show off. Again, if you fast warp, you just do the casual walking animation instead of the canoe one whenever you use one of the ports around here.
Let's not.
That's a boy going that way. Feels kind of sketchy and I don't like it. Okay, Mom. Let's see silver folks around these parts. Yada yada yada. Okay. We started in the industry. We went to Arenafront. Charitas Front is in front of the dungeon.
Hello there.
Want to go to Charitas Harbor? No place a bit of their piss up. Blah blah blah. We are not going in today. However, I'm making sure we're not going to miss anything. Like these soldiers.
Bastard, you.
Oh, right. Reload. Great. Ah, man, I want to play. Actually, no, I don't. I was about to say I want to play Persona 3 Reload for the first time again, but
God, I grinded so much in that game.
Where to?
No shit. Let's see. It's a good game, though, don't get me wrong. Just yeah, a lot of grinding. That might be a good thing, though, since I guess it keeps the original's intent of grinding, but just with more quality of life features. But nah. Topic for another day. Let's head back to Seabreeze Street, which was the area we entered from. If you look on the left, that's where all the gauntlet runners are at. Shit.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ripping this is. Oh, this
Why would those two park next to each other? Oh. Let's reload.
what now?
I thought... Oops, sorry. I genuinely thought he was just gonna repeat the thing he said to us on the first day here. That seemed actually interesting detail. So you're the elder candidate everyone's talking about. I see you parked your runner away from here. Hey, smart. Look there, the runner is owned by that Louise supporter, Glodell. And right next to it, other than the Godot of all people. Why would he park next to Glodell? Good point. It's a little unnerving to see them next to each other. Maybe they got some sort of rivalry going? I mean, they are basically the mutts of each of the lead runners, so... or candidates, so I guess. Hey, I heard about the exhibition. You resolved that Martia case nicely. Needless to say, I'm impressed, and what a claim to make that you'll help anyone in need. That's right. Great to hear. Lots of places in need of assistance near the city, you know, with all the monsters roaming about. Like the Gracia Forest, where we need to be able to harvest fruit. For that lady, remember the berries? Or the Forsaken Tower in the north, which is a monster nest now, where we need to defeat monster to make up a good story for that pompous man. Of course, the military doesn't want this mission to be a slapdash operation, but the city's needs come first. What I'm hinting at is that we need a proper grateful for someone like you who lent us a hand. Lend a hand, eh? Yeah, already planning on it.
You there?
Oh, it's the wee man. You did quite well for yourself at the exhibition, didn't you?
Hey.
You're not opposed? An elder like Alexander dragging the church through the mud, I mean? Not my place, but walls around people's cause of tribe. Status or religion. You never know to look at me, but I study at the Mage Academy. I'm not open about it, but I can't say I trust the church. Thought I'd spend the rest of my days alone with no one to rely on, but you know what? I think you might be able to change that, even for a little.
Pardon?
I'll enjoy your journey, even at my age. That's such a sweet bit of dialogue. And we keep hearing more about the Mage Academy, how the church basically closed it down.
Heismay?
Please, mister, make me your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice? Where is this coming from? You're that candidate from the exhibition, right? When my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. So I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
Ah, so that's why. We can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting done something they like.
Yay!
Oh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers from the flower shop? Oh, wait, my friend wouldn't like any old flowers you get from the city. That's boring. I've got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for a wildflower. No, sure, you want to get eaten by wild humans? It's way too dangerous for a kid like you to go wandering out there. Got a gauntlet runner, so how about leaving this one to us? Yeah, leave it to me, kid. You're really nice, mister. And will you bring me a flower?
So.
You become Alexander's supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on to help him become king. Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter, I promise. I'll just wait here till you got the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10th, so before then...
Alright.
If it's a flower from another city you want, I bet a church would have it. Why not stop by St. Furnace Church and ask?
Let's give it a shot.
The requester want me to find a rare flower not found in Brilehaven. There are rumors that St. Furnace Church on Mayo Street in their royal capital sells flowers that fit the bill. Yeah, it sounds real simple. Honestly, I might head to Grand Trad just to check a few things, maybe Martyr too.
Pardon me.
Say, lad. Yes, you young man there. Can you read and write? If you wouldn't mind, I'd be grateful if you could help me write a letter. I want to send it to me son in Grand Trad, but I don't know how to write.
You could.
Of course, I wouldn't ask something for free. If you do me this kindness, I'm sure I'll make it worth your while. In other words, you're working as a scribe? Well, if we can get it done quickly, it sounds like he's willing to pay us, so what do you think? Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm in your debt.
Well then, let me read out what I want to say in my letter. Remember clearly and write it down for me, yeah? To my dear son, it's been 3 years since you left for Grantad. Wait, 2. And that changed quite a bit while you were away. The dog you loved sent you a wee boy has finally become a mother. We got 4 new members of our family. And then hold on, what was I talking about? What happened while my son was gone? 4 puppies were born. That's right, the dog he loved so much gave birth to puppies. Let's return to the letter. Lately, everyone's nattering on about the tournament to decide the next king. I never expected an era would come where us common folk would choose. What struck me was that there were beautiful girls among the candidates. Wait, no, let's leave that bit out. What struck me was that I heard there was a boy younger than you among the candidates. Apparently he's an elder. Now that I think about it, aren't you... No, I should be focusing on the letter. I think I'll talk about the tournament. One candidate was young. That's right. It stood out to me that one of the candidates was younger than my son. I'll continue. As I listened to the stories of these people, I felt like I could understand how you might have felt when you ran away from home. While you were young, you should go wherever your heart leads you, but if you ever get tired, you have a home to return you. Your ma and I are always waiting. That seems well enough. So, with that letter's complete,
Savior.
you really saved me with your help. Please accept this. Thanks to you. Feel the words flowed more smoothly than I expect them to.
Thank you.
The reward for that, here's a little more. Here, take it. I'm sure my feelings will get across to my son with this. Thank you so much. I mean, we don't raise our support, our following, but hey, it's good to help out an old man, you know?
You're dead.
I'm truly lucky I met you, lad. It's impressive to read and write so well when you're still just a wee nipper. Since long ago, I was taught that the elder were filthy into your tribe. I suppose you never know until you meet one day. Thanks to you again for your help. I'll be cheering you from the sidelines. Never mind. You're cheering us on now. Oh, I thought they were crying. I think, wait, that's either the model for crying or being embarrassed. Do you see that? I can't do this voice. You see that more? Milo, just look this way. Have you ever seen such a beautiful face? His parents had to be with me. I'll share this precious memory always. Lord me, what a beautiful face. Okay, we're goofing around a bit too much. Over here is a man. What a pretty view. The sea breeze is so refreshing. I didn't even know you could do that. That's cool. Anyways. Damn, those bastards think I'm making this up. I definitely thought. I know I did. I'm no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. Hurt so damn much. I started seeing tooth monsters. Just for getting my teeth extracted. Almost all of them, if only some help. Some kind of generous soul could help me. I need a certain item to cure my toothache. If only some fellow would bring it to me, I'd give 15,000 reeve. What do you want? Fantastic, I knew you seemed reliable from the first time I laid eyes on... I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Right, you're that candidate at the exhibition. Then that makes this easy. The thing I need is a quick jaunt over if you got a gauntlet runner. So, what's the item you're looking for? It's the Priva Innudo. The toothbrush of Hygienia. I need you to buy one for me. Of course, I'll reward you and you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. Yeah, it's worth a lot, to be honest. I'll wait for you until August 9th any longer, and I really will have to get them all pulled, so please.
Let's give it a shot.
Dental distress. There's actually another reward for doing this, but you'll see it when you complete it. Anyways, I need to deliver the toothbrush of Hygienia to the requester with anxiety about cavities. The device is supposedly a specialty of Innuendo. Innuendo.
That's where you want to go.
Innuendo is right here.
Nice
Ah,
little
simple
road.
day journey there.
And right there's a llama.
Just can't stand it.
I tried to go there myself, but every step just made my teeth hurt even more. Ow.
You okay there, buddy?
Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Guess I'll be waiting here. God damn, that hurts.
Let's give it a shot.
Boy, this guy needs help. In more ways than one. We better go to the toothbrush to Hygienia, or buy it as soon as possible. Yeah.
Oh, he's looking at the king.
Why did this happen?
I'm tired looking up in the sky and seeing that frowning face. What are you going all the way out here for anyways? Keeping on the candidates or some such? Well, you sure don't look happy with them. Is the king happy up there or what?
Ah, and it's the bit. You're the young man who dazzles at the exhibition, aren't you? I enjoyed your unique presentation tremendously. Your accomplishments were highly impressive, but it polishly may shine. As a special favor, I'll allow you the honor of joining my entourage.
Fuck no!
There's no need to be so modest. Or do you seriously think you have a chance in this competition? Such hubris. You refuse to be mine, perhaps you should cease to exist. I really hope I encounter you on the road soon so I can beat your ass. If you come to this ferryman, you can improve wisdom, but though I personally never did it myself, so keep that in mind. Okay. We've
Alright then.
goofed around for long enough. Let's show a few more important sites and then let's move on to Grand Trad. Over here, Sanctors. Wait, no, it's not here. Where is it? Yes, here. Let's keep that UG
Hey, you.
cart at the back of your head, but no, that's not what I was trying to say.
Simply amazing.
Here. Okay, so there is a seer in the city. You'd like to know the weather tomorrow? Just say the word. I can predict it up to 2 days in advance. It's only for 250 reef. Quite a bargain for such impressive skills, isn't it?
Fate.
Sure. Good choice. Behold my forecast.
Let's see.
Where do you want to check the weather? So tomorrow is bad weather
It's a campground.
in
Here's
Brilehaven.
where we are now.
That means we are 100% not doing the dungeon tomorrow.
Alright then.
Wait a minute. Ah, I forgot about this area. Wait. No, not the Coliseum. Wait. I feel like I'm missing an area. Wait. Oh, yeah, it's over here. The Merchant's Bazaar. We never went there during our first day, so of course I couldn't teleport there. So, we are not going to buy much. Right here is the fishmonger.
What do you think?
When you come all the way to Brilehaven, why settle for meat? Know the flavor some as fish, so don't be shy now, buy me fish.
We can actually buy marble bluefin tuna and moricone meat. Need both of these for cooking, so very nice.
Good, innit?
To be honest, I would real just go there and see what that bloody great monster mucking about. But monster or no monster, you can rest assured my son will be full of fish.
Right here is the water merchant.
Hey, you bit lad, find yourself pies, and do I have the water for you?
Clear water, briny salt, very nice. And of course, fruit cordial. Always very nice to grab that. Hey, look! It's a fairy and an argued merchant.
I already told you no more handouts, I got business around here.
But why not? It's not like I'm giving one away for free is going to kill you. Keeping all those yummy looking things to yourself just isn't fair.
You said the exact same thing last time, I already given you plenty. Now sure, won't be bullied into giving you a single thing more.
Cheapskate, jerk, stupid face. Just like that, they're gone.
I swear there's no understanding fairies.
If people think all fairies are like that, I might be in trouble. As we discussed in the previous episode, since... What am I gonna say? Oh, poor guys. Oh wait, that one is anxiety ridden, he's just tired. What's up, dude? As we discussed in the previous episode, without a proper passion or goal to follow, fairies become more childish in nature. But with the passion or goal they're following really persistently, they act much more mature. Oh, god damn it, we'll talk to him in a minute. But here is a really interesting shop. This idiot shopkeeper.
Oh, welcome. Oh my, what a young new customer. And yet there's still a sword at your belt. We pride ourselves on being a purveyor of only the finest apparel for the Navy, as well as local sailors. In addition to clothing, we also sell a variety of unusual accessories. Oceana's not just full of fishmongers, you know. Imports and maritime trade are the key to business in these parts. Now let me find something that's absolutely perfect for you, dear. Let me think, since it's Arbor's Day, how about this rejuvenation bell? It shines pleasantly as it sways in the wind. Simply listen to this lovely sound to feel refreshed, no matter how exhausted you may be.
It is 20,000 reeve, but... Actually, no thanks.
That's so? No, I understand, dear customer. They're expensive items and it's only natural to be conflicted. But we stock only the finest adornments here. If you make a purchase, you won't regret it. Every day of the week, I'll be waiting with a new item perfect for you. Do come again.
That's right. Every day of the week, there'll be a different item here to buy. Mainly just an accessory, but still. I do believe, though... Yes. Hulkenberg does have a rejuvenation belt, but if you want to do a whole multiple tanks in the party, it could be useful to go buy another one. I'll think about it. Medium HP recovery is pretty nice. Goddard. Ex-candidate Goddard!
I'd have seen you made at the exhibition. You satisfied with yourselves. Allowing sanctity to be executed doesn't make you so... Ow. Stand out exactly towards self-nonsense delinquent like you would think of.
That isn't why I...
Think this sanctity will walk away safe, did you? Well, the short-sighted immature... You're far too young to be king. Damn it, it's only a participating in the exhibition. Right now it'd be... If I'd been in the exhibition.
So he is an ex-candidate now. We'll deal with your quest in a minute, Stroll. Right here, with this craftsman.
I'm in trouble now.
Damn it all, my clients are expecting delivery soon, and these fool horns hurling an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship.
Hey, what are you hollering like? Why are you hollering like that?
Oh, I'm simply a craftsman who takes pride in my exacting, detailed, and peerless skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. But my techniques have progressed to a level where these middling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working.
Yeah?
That's too bad. Only there's a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique.
Oh, but that's the thing. There is a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently within the Forsaken Fortress, there's a giant called Orgaz, whose horn surpasses all others. But that tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. Why, I think the task could only be complete by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor at the exhibition of Brilehaven. If only someone like that was about.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, can it be? Now that I get a better look at you, it is. You're the young candidate everyone is talking about. Yes, of course, you can save me in my dark hour.
What's with the theatrics? It's obvious he recognized you right away. Whatever. If you're gonna give us a reward for this, right?
Of course. My pockets are overflowing with advance payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the Orgaz within the nest of monsters known as the Forsaken Tower, located north of town. If you want more details, Informant would be your best bet. There should be one at the Greatest Catch. You know, the tavern in district.
Let's give it a shot.
Superior Skirmshaw. You slay the Orgaz in Forsaken Fortress and procure his horn. The Informant in Tavern of Anglers in Square in Brilehaven should have more details.
Gotta get prepared.
Great. Let's head to the Greatest Catch and speak to that informant then. That's the tavern in the Inn District.
Reminds me.
Say, wouldn't the Colosseum noble be impressed if we told him about the tower? Let's tell him all about exploits once we get back.
Say there.
All right then.
Wait, why is... Oh, right, Stroll's technically a quest. Oh shit, I forgot to show it off. Okay. Right here, around this corner... Wait, no, it's... What is Woodsy's apothecary having weird entrances? This is the apothecary. We'll be shopping later. Here is the armory. Shop later. And what smithy? We'll shop later. And we only gotta wait 2 more days till Idol's Day. What was it say? Oh, over here
What is it?
is Bullish Youth. I guess hanging out with delinquents raises your courage. I never did that on my first playthrough. There's so many like places where you can raise your royal virtue that I keep missing.
Say there.
At least in my first playthrough. Jet. Didn't mean to do that. Oh wait, that is true. Through the power of the archetypes, I can hear the voice of the past your souls. As yet, thou art one who fights vainly to effect change. In times to come, we shall judge if thou art a worthy vessel for our power. To become the true king of this land, thou must travel far and wide, together with the souls of the heroes and develop newfound powers. That mean you're really getting up there in the ranking? We're pretty much in with Louise, but if you keep this up, who knows, maybe we'll see your face on the rock soon.
Blast this heat.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see about that. Over here is the Magla broker for the town. 2 more things. 1,
How did I wind up here?
I want to argue against. I really want to argue against this guy. He's kind of scummy. Anyways, here's the rock. Here's the podium. Yeah, we're gonna argue today. What can I say? I like arguing. I'm a petty bitch. Because that guy, he has, if I remember correctly, that's like a not a merchant, but like a common way of everything with like sketchy connections, and he tries to win over. Basically, he works in Alonso, in my opinion. It's all about the tournament. You should allocate more manpower to slaying the monsters. Anyway, here to look at the contracts. Oh yeah, you're friends with Catherine, aren't you? She keeps passing me to raise your bounty rewards. I can't say no to the best bounty hunter in the country. Just don't go slacking now you got a bit of a pay raise. Your voice was in my mind. Heh, no need to thank me. As your bounty hunting is calling your name too. With the Katharina's bounty bonus, my reward money for completing bounties has increased. There's only one new one right now. Fotulech, Lamentable Dead. Oh, by the way, if you're curious how much it increased, looks like it increased it about 50%. So thank you, Katharina. I'm gonna make 50,000 from this bounty alone. Anyways, I need to slay the Fadlich in the Tomb of Lament north of Brilehaven. The informant at the Tavern Anglers in Square in Brilehaven should have more details.
This is what I've got.
A bounty contract. This time the Fadlich, the apparition of monster is taking a residence in a cemetery around Northis or Brilehaven. Sounds like one of the relics could be there. He's made a graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. And not just undead, they're under his straw. Seems like it's also compelled a living beast to serve as his bodyguard, so you'll need to fight both at the same time. I know how strong you lot are, but this one seems like it'll be tough, even for you. Ugh, even after everything we did at the exhibition? Well then, we just have to prove you wrong, won't we? Alexander, we can handle this, right? Leave it to us. Promising. If you really insist, it's yours. You'll find a target haunting an old cemetery called the Tomb of Lament. Here, I'll show you where it is. If you'd like more intel on this particular apparition, then you should speak with the informant in Brilehaven. The lake is said to carry the extremely rare Chalice of Legends. Bring it back as evidence you've defeated it.
Let's do it.
We already read the description. 4 out of 10 difficulty, increase the courage, and nice.
Let's see.
The Tomb of Lament is here. Pretty far north, isn't it?
We'll face danger here.
What I really like about this one is that, about Brilehaven specifically, it gives you multiple paths to get to one place. So you could do the town, rest for the night, and then the dungeon, or do 2 dungeon days in a row, or circle back. And there's gonna be, we saw the tower in the north too, so we'll deal with it when we get to it. Is that the thing the one guy was talking about? I remember him mentioning something, he wants some cup? Oh, would you need it? You keep it afterwards as long as you show me it first. Got it. Let's talk to the Angler in Square to talk to that informant. Cool.
All right.
So that is basically the entire area. Except, you know what? No, we'll go to the bar in the evening. I feel like bars are a nice place to chill down for the night. Oh boy, this is gonna be a long one. Anyways, now let's have some arguments. Or you. Improving everyone's lives is my top priority. Corruption and injustice, I'll never stand for those. I see, so that's why they're basing their campaign, what they're basing their campaigns on. Hey, why don't you debate that candidate? If you can lower the candidate's support, you might be able to win Luis's trust. It's a good opportunity to hone your skills. If you put the future you're imagining into words, I'm sure people will follow you. If I enter the debate here, my eloquence and my imagination should increase. If it goes well, I think you might be able to gain some donations. How about it? Want to try? Let's do this! You're the one who's offered up that saint dress! He may have briefly had the spotlight, but a child is nothing in the end. Oh, pay me no mind, the debate is it? Of course. I welcome a fair discussion in the marketplace of ideas.
I can do something.
My top priority is to ensure the livelihood of all the country's citizenry. Whatever you desire, I shall do everything possible to make it so. Keeping the old port maintained, that's no problem at all. Protecting the minority tribes from prejudice, of course I can do that. Discrimination will not be tolerated. Naturally, the Clamar have worked hard to establish themselves. I will ensure that they will continue to enjoy key positions within my kingdom. Wow, this Jin guy seems to have thought of everything. Gotta put my finger on why, but there's something dodgy about him. Jin is really working the crowd. How should I appeal to them? You need to answer to win. We should help anyone.
I will help anyone.
Everyone is deserving of our help, regardless of tribe. What? How are we supposed to do that? You're nothing but a sham. Pretty sure they're saying the exact same thing in different ways. Alexander's rather wet behind the ears, but makes me want to support him. Anyone's a swindler here is Jin. Damn brat. At this rate, my whole life will be on the chopping block.
I knew it!
You were great in that debate. You left the other candidates begging for mercy. You won over a lot of people. They got a little something to show their support. Nice. 5,000 Reeve. This experience seemed to have honed your eloquence and imagination.
All right.
Now that we're in a new town, we get even more pips of eloquence. 5 pips and a pip of imagination. Not bad at all. I'd say that was worth it. As we're listening to the concerns of the people, I return to where everyone else was waiting. Up to 47! I guess the 2 arguing for me really did start to support me. Remember, if you argue against somebody, you get more eloquence. I feel like that's the 3rd time I said it in the series, so like, another reminder. Anyways, Operation, the dangers of nighttime infiltration. There are more people in Louisa Gauntlet Runner at night, so you need to sneak in during the day. Make sure to secure an infiltration route to Louisa's room before the day of the soiree. Back to the Brilehaven Tavern. You do spawn at the tavern every evening, so that's why I was like, we might as well just get the info we need in the evening. Money makes the world go round, as the saying goes. Long as you got it, you can do pretty much everything. So, what do you want to know? This is gonna be like at least 15,000 Reeve. From the top, crew quarters, Sergeant Zanth. This is learn about the tactics and weaknesses of Sergeant Zanth at the crew quarters.
Fancy a bit.
Okay, there's a sergeant named Zanth among Louis's subordinate. He is the officer in charge of Charlottes's crew quarters. And actually, he's a tough customer. Zanth, that important looking guy we saw at the Charlottes the other day. What, an acquaintance of yours? Huh. Then you might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who holds strength and justice as his creed. I hear he was once a competitor at the Colosseum too. He's strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. Keep that in mind. Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm pretty sure paralysis and stun will work well too. But Luis values power, and so while the old battle axe might have some weaknesses, if Luis trusts him, you can bet he's strong as blazes. I see. Let's find ways to inflict status ailments, of course, and it's certainly be a dangerous fight if we don't do a bit of training first. No such thing being too prepared, so let's head there when we're sure we're ready. Receive a scrap of paper and describe the information I just heard. Put it away so I can check it later.
Fancy a bit of info?
Ah, shit.
Just
Okay. The Starboard Corridor Chief Seba. We'll learn about the tactics and weaknesses of Maintenance Chief Seba of the Starboard Corridor.
fancy a bit of info?
That old fart. Maintenance Chief Seba, he's in charge of the Starboard Corridor. Can't take a joke, so I've never really gone along with him. He's as strong as you expect, considering his authorities been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. As you can guess, if you try to physically attack him, he'll bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you'll end up hurting. That said, his barrier doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective either, from what I've heard. To win, you'll need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having him bounce back at you. Not that I expect you'll end up fighting him. That guy sounds like a massive pain to... okay. But if we don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. And since he's using magic that repels physical attacks, I want to find some way to dispel that too. We kind of already do. Well, not completely, but one we can get pretty quickly. Receive a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away and check it out later. The Port Corridor, Master Glitchholm. Learn about the battle tactic weaknesses of Master Sergeant Glitchholm in the Port Corridor.
Fancy a bit of him?
Master Sergeant Gletholm is in charge of the port corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that though. I value my life. He's an intense person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights is, in particular, is, as I say, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman, swings his ass all around him. You want to watch out for it or it'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. Might be worth checking out. All the blood rushes to his head, so he falls for being provoked really easily though. If you bring someone that acts as a decoy along, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Ideally, you won't have to fight him, but if you do, keep that in mind. We'll need a decoy then.
So?
You know, I think there's a skill that will be useful. But if we aren't strong enough, our decoy could fall and our strategy would be ruined. Let's ensure we improve our battle skills before fighting him. Receive a scrap of paper, inscribe the information to her, put away, yada yada yada. And finally... Oh, there's more. There's two more. For Luis's Skyrunner. Brid Juna Devotee Cabio. Oh, literally, Juna. Lady Juna.
Fancy a bit of him?
The Terrapin's helmsman, Cabio, is stationed on the bridge. He's a favorite supporter of Lady Juna. I have to say, I know how he feels. She acts so sweet and has such a lovely voice. Ah, I'm swooned here. I'd almost think she's a goddess.
Come on.
We're not paying for that. What's his fighting style? You planning to spar with him? Huh. Well, he's the only one Luis granted the privilege of being the helmsman amongst all his minions, so you can bet he's the strong one. Having said that, he's weak to electric. He already had a traumatic experience in a storm once. Rumor has it when the weather gets rough, he then turns the steering over to his second in command. Pretty solid evidence, isn't it? I guess we better prepare some electric magic then. But he's one of Luis's hand-picked officers, so maybe a tough fight no matter what. If time permits, we should train a bit more before fighting him. Slow and steady wins the race after all, no point in hurrying. Yep, got the paper. And finally, security guard Salva.
Fancy a bit of him?
Salva, you say? He's a childish guard chief. Got some business with him. He's not someone you'll have an opportunity to meet with often. His job is to parole the Terradius on the lookout for intruders. The chief of security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Luis's trust through his strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. Won't be easy to guard against that. He's weak to projectiles and lances though. So pierce skills. Maybe his reaction time's slow with wearing that big helmet at all. And that's about it. Remember, that's on the off chance you find yourself against him.
Guess so.
No doubt he's powerful if he's in charge of Luis's guard. If we don't come at him with all we got, we're in trouble. We need to be confident when we're ready to fight. Oh, and he uses almighty magic, right? Sounds like it'll be trouble. So maybe we can retaliate with some of our own? Do you a scrap of paper and scribe with the information just heard? I'll put it away so I can check it later. Okay, we got half of them done. Oh boy, I'm starting to get lightheaded from talking so much. Avian Gracia Forest. Learned about the characteristics and tactics of the monster Gracia Forest, northeast of Brilehaven.
Want in on this?
I'm guessing you're after the dragon thistleberry. The Kokasados that lords over that area loves them so be careful. The Kokasados unleash terrifying tactics they see in opening. Some might even kill you instantly. I'd recommend having magic that hardens your defensive, and I hear it's weak to projectiles. Piercing, so having those wouldn't hurt either.
Between us.
Hope our dragon thistleberry hunt goes swimmingly. Got it. Let's make sure we prepare it thoroughly, Alexander. The Ghost of the Tomb of Lament.
Want in on this?
The Tomb of Lament, eh? Of course, I can tell you all about it. The bounty is called Fadelich. People say it's a ghost. That's scary enough on its own, but the real horror is how it summons a two-headed beast called a Kaimenza.
Between us.
And not just fighting two enemies at once, that's a problem. When the Kaimenza are around, Fadelich's attacks get stronger. Uses powerful dark magic, so I heard from a bounty hunter who narrowly escaped from it with a life. You better either prepare a way to protect against magic or use the Kaimenza's weakness, wind, to take it out quick. As you might expect, seeing it as a ghost, Fadelich is weak to light. Couldn't hurt to keep that handy.
No kidding.
Got it. Our best tactic is to devise a way to protect against its magic and also summon wind and light magic of our own. There's a Guptaros over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up its power, but I've heard it's weak against spears and bows. That's about it. Watch your step unless you want your next to be into the grave. Receive a scrap of paper and scribe with the information, yada yada. That's right. We finally become strong enough where Guptaros are now kind of regular / mini boss enemies, which is awesome. Fiend of the Forsaken Tower.
Want in on this?
Because most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Tower, it's become a complete den of monsters. You do need to talk to the informant to get the location of the tower. The Forsaken Tower's here? It really is in the middle of nowhere. And it gives you access to all the
And there's a campground.
rival gauntlet runners here.
No trouble. Nice little. Here's where we
And with that,
are.
we have a route set for a while. Oh boy, this is gonna be a busy day. Okay. Among them, there's a particularly powerful giant called the Orgas. Be careful when it's stored up power. Its next attack will hurt, let's say that. So keep your defenses up. Well, I've heard it can remove its buffs before its next attack. If you can remove its buff before the next attack, the rampage won't be so bad. Fortunately, it also seems to be weak against dark magic. You best make sure you can use some of that. There's actually a perfect move on a specific lineage Heismay's familiar with, but actually, yeah, we could definitely get it before then. Hey, do you think if we told the Colosseum noble about our exploits at the tower, we'd be able to impress him? See a scrap of paper, blah blah blah. Ingredients of Oceana, finally.
Cheers.
Oh, that's much lighter. There are shops all around Brilehaven dealing in rare ingredients. There are even stands selling meat harvested from monsters and such. Other than that, there are the butchers selling marbled bluefin tuna and briny salt from the water shop. But the only specialty good that you can get from a village nearby is really mellow milk, and what's rare depends on the person, I suppose. You cook, do you? I suspect that there's more to you than strength. That reminds me, the younger the Magnus brothers, his cooking are... no, I've said too much, forget it. See the scrap of paper, interesting. So either Basilio makes horrendous food or maybe makes good food. Who knows? Village trading, Port Brilehaven. Last bit of info. You know there's a village called Inundo, a little ways north here. Might look abandoned at first glance, but there's still shopping to do there. Then again, they mostly sell rubbish like rusty weapons armor, but you polish them, hey, maybe find some rare treasures. They also sell Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb, which is a bath salt, mellow milk as well as toothbrushes, their specialty. And that's about all I can think of. So bye if you're heading that direction. Receive a scrap of paper and scrap the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later. Nice. You're getting more food here? I mislike having to abide by Lewis's schedule. The soiree cannot come soon enough. But I suppose one can't win on an empty stomach. As long as we have the time to eat and prepare, we should.
I love it.
Damn. Haven't seen Hulkenberg anxious like that for a minute. And look at that, another performer in town.
Young man, hey.
Oh wait, it's the same one from Martyra. Sick. So we meet again. My search for fine music always seems to lead me to you. Might I transfer your memories into a heartfelt song? It'll be us 250 to leave. Want to have him perform for us? Hell yeah. Since we finish up everyday Martyra, then I have but one question. Across the whole of your travels, what locale has etched itself into the forefront of your memory? As of right now, Martyra. Ah, Martyra, a town where the people's reserved and reliable nature is punctuated by an inescapable undercurrent of sadness. And it's a place where the dancing sands of the wasteland give way to a gentle carpet of green, as a solemn road weaves its way through the valley. A stone stairway rises above the vale, offering a galley of vestige, from which the town's simply scenery can be seen.
Let me perform for you.
I mean, it is a pretty nice place. He took more than my words out of my mouth. And of course the lonely grandeur of his old castle, reaching far into the sky. Now listen to my song. What a beautiful melody. That was a nice tune. As I listened to the performance, I thought all about what I've seen. Alright.
I'm just incredulous.
It seems like only Heismay free this evening. So why don't we go talk to him? Just making sure. Yep, we basically got everything.
Where to?
Martira... I don't believe, yeah, no new missions are available in Martira as of yet. I don't know if they ever do. Hell, we basically got everything in Grand Trad as well. Alright. Paranoid, sorry. Anyways, let's hang out with Heismay and then end off the episode.
Apologies.
I have no one else to rely on. Heismay comes to mind, maybe I should go talk to him, we should talk. I feel bad if we keep him hanging, especially since I promised to go back to his hometown with him. There you are, little shorty.
Ah, it's you.
Why, hello there. For all the times we spend in battles, good to rest our wings every once in a while, eh? I've been thinking of the UG village. Some ways there are no better place for my son to finally rest, but I've been away for too long. Can't say if they will still accept me. I'm practically a stranger now. Let's just go and see.
Yes.
Can't hurt to check. Right, then I suppose I'll stop wasting time dithering and get myself ready. This place is just east of Matira. The village is hidden, so I prefer a quiet and careful approach to my carriage. I'll guide us.
In days gone by,
Has it changed a bit? Yes, this is my hometown. Apologies for dragging you all this way.
Tadari.
It's me, Heismay. I've returned and have something to discuss. I've known Tadari for a long time, you see. He's the leader of the village.
Just
Although I should warn you now that you'll not be welcomed here. I feel some hostility in the air. Don't mind.
Got it.
That doesn't bother me.
my thanks.
Thank you for bearing with me. Heismay, is that you? You look grey in the ears, my friend. As if the years were any kinder to you, Tadari. I heard you left the row of nights, but it's good to see you again. Who's this?
He is.
This is Alexander, a traveling companion of mine. He's standing in the tournament for the throne.
It's a pleasure to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Wait, is that why you come back to the village?
No.
No, I came to see a cemetery. Trying to find a place for where my son can rest. Ah, your boy's gone on ahead then. He passed away before I could bring him here. At the very least, I thought I might let him rest somewhere with a view of the village. He loved running with the wind in his face. Surely I thought he liked the hill. I know not something the villagers would either accept, but...
Yes.
I see. Well, sounds like a wonderful idea to me. But you know the cemetery is sacred to the village. I fear you might be right. I'm not certain how they'll respond. Will you allow me to take the urn? I imagine that seeing it will prompt their cordiality, if not sympathy.
Please.
Alright, thank you.
Here.
I always used to train here when I was young. Look closely, and you'll see the trees riddled with claw marks. I know because it's my claws that left them. Brings back memories. Of course, I'm shaking the tree. I get a swarm of bugs coming down on my head, and of course, I go whinging to Tadari about it.
Adorable. So even you were a cute kid once, huh?
Having trouble imagining it. The villagers are here. They're watching us from the shadows. If you focus and listen, you'll hear them too.
He didn't leave voluntarily. He was stripped of his knighthood, wasn't he? And now he wants a child to be buried here. The boy wasn't even born in the village.
Oh,
You hear?
That's horrible. Can't believe what you're saying. That's horrible.
well,
Exactly within my expectations then. If they decline, let's withdraw without a fuss.
Heismay.
I've explained the situation to younger villagers. Seemed like nobody had any problems to give me your son a place here. Indeed. Thank you.
Master Tadari! Dion! A bone that's gone!
What?
What is the meaning of this?
A fallen knight brings shame to the village.
I hear a voice from somewhere.
Tadari was just too afraid to refuse them, that's all.
What's most appropriate? Too snarky. No, that's scary. Explain yourself.
Hey,
What's the meaning of this?
This is the only welcome an outsider can expect. I'm sorry, Heismay. I cannot excuse the villagers' behavior. The village hasn't changed a bit. Still rejecting outsiders, still shutting themselves away. Maybe I should have expected this. I left this place behind. I became an outcast. Maybe losing my son again is what I deserve. Still, you stood for me. You spoke in anger on my behalf, and that is my soul salvation.
I feel Heismay's profound sorrow and strong trust.
My thanks.
All Heismay will grant you a rank 4 is skill and skill. Increases skill inherited for the Dean's lineage to 2. I say only, but in reality that's still really good.
Shall I search the village entire? No stone unturned. Dality, Trojan would only provoke further offense, but have not time to waste.
Apologize.
And my sincerest apologies. I shall take responsibility and find you. It is my duty as chief now, as the one who would see justice done. There's an unease in the village. For today I think it's best you leave.
Very well.
Heismay and I return to the city in silence. That's an actual good cliffhanger for Heismay's story. Hopefully we can find his son soon, but that'll be for another episode, ladies and gents. Tomorrow in Metaphor Refantazio, if I'm actually remembering correctly, we'll have another candidate to argue against. And I guess we'll see if we can maybe do something around town. But until then, I hope to see all you wonderful ladies and gents here next time. Goodbye.